Hey, everybody. For those of you out there who don't know me, my name is Ras Tien. Uh, I'm a YouTuber, much like my man Chike here. I'm I'm from America, and I also teach English. And I've been teaching here in Asia for 6 years now. I've been to I've been to China, been to Hong Kong, Macau, Thailand, Malaysia, Philippines, Taiwan, um, Laos, and I've worked my way here to Malaysia. I mean, not Malaysia, but I've been to Malaysia too. But I mean Mongolia. I've worked my way here to Mongolia. Oh man, it's very unique. I'll tell you why. Because when I got there, of course, originally because I was black, everybody thought I was from Africa, right? Until but they weren't surprised when I told them I was from America. But I did meet other black people here, but it was mainly from Fiji. And one of them, when I started teaching secondary school, the children, they're so into Western culture, right? So, some of my students, they'll ask me if they can get a pass to say the N word. I don't know if you know what the N word. Yeah, yeah. So it's really is that was one of the most strangest thing. Like they know what it means. Like they know the difference between the offensive way and the slang way, right? Would always come up and ask me, they'd be like, "Teacher, can you give me the pass for the N word?" And I'm like, "No, you can't use the N word. Why do you want to say that?" What like one of my kids, he comes up to me all the time. He's like, "Teacher, can I say nigga? Are you the nigga?" It's really funny. Um, but I love my students. So they're really they're very westernized, but they treat a brother really good out here. I don't really feel bad about it because I know they not trying to be offensive. So they they want to, just like how in America, some white people want to pass to say the N word like a black American does.
Yeah.
It's like that, right? They don't want to do it to be harmful. It's a slang. They just want to use the slang version of it, not the offensive version. Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember. There was when I was still in Thailand. As I was traveling through Asia, I was kind of on and off my path of being close to God, right? And I guess I wouldn't say I was. Would I say I was a full blown atheist? I wouldn't say that. I just would say I was just non-denominational. I remember that what really made me decide to get closer to God, it was when I was in Thailand. And basically it was through experience. It was through like a life-changing experience. And what had happened was I was working with a lady. Um, she was a very cruel woman. She was all about smiles and promises. That's all she was about. And when I got with her company, I didn't get a chance to do much research about her company because I found out that every time when she gets caught in a scandal, she usually changes. Then she starts a new company. So I didn't figure this out until I actually got there, and I heard it from one of the Thai teachers when I got there. And she was doing this to us, me and my coworkers, where and now mind you, she had us in different parts of Thailand, right? I was particularly, I was in the southern part of Thailand. I was in Songkhla, right, which is close to the Malaysian border. And she would, like I said, she was all about smiles and promises. So she would always make promises that she wouldn't keep. Like, for example, with the salary, right? Like she would never pay us on time, sometimes barely pay us at all. Yeah. Like there are times I've went like 2 or 3 months without being paid. And this was a time where my wife was 2 months pregnant at the time, you know, when I was expecting my first child. And this, you know, this woman, she was so evil, you know, she was so deceiving that she would even send us all the way to Malaysia with paperwork that was incomplete or outdated to doing our visas for us. So, you know, it's things like that that was very stressful, very frustrating. And, we would always have to borrow money like from the director of the school. The director of the school, along with one of the Thai teachers who was the head of the English department, they took pity on us and they decided to help us. But and at first we didn't know who to trust, you know, because we didn't know whose side they were really on. And it's like, basically we were there just working for free. It's like, because she had us on tourist visas. That was very scary, you know? And I started getting more angry and stressed out every day because, my wife, being a pregnant woman, they're very emotional. It was, there are times I had to ignore her calls because, I'm like, oh, I don't want you to bother me now. I'm going through something. I don't know what else you want me to do. I tried calling, and we always try calling the lady and sending emails, and she would always ignore us. So it's things like that that really would get under our skin. And for me, it was a good thing that I was actually staying with the director, so she understood how the lady was, and the school, they eventually canceled the contract with her. She's notorious for having, a lot of places canceling on her because she's a woman that, does dirty business. She, pays people under the table whenever she gets in trouble. That's why she always starts over with the new business. And one day, I remember, I think it was after some kind of sporting event for the students. And that was one of the times that she said she was, like always, said she was going to promise to see us and pay us our salary in full. And when she didn't show up that time, I think like around 2 or 3 p.m., my coworker, who's a Malaysian teacher, foreigner just like me, she called me crying, and she was so disappointed. She was saying, "Oh, see, I told you she wouldn't come, and now we're stuck here, and we have no money," and that hurt my heart. It really hurt my heart to hear her crying over the phone like that, and this upset me. So I went to the person who was the head of the English department, and I said, "Well, what are you guys going to be doing about this? Because we've been working here. We mind you, we were supposed to have another teacher come. This teacher was supposed to be a South African teacher. That's another thing that she lied about, right? So we had to cover this person's class, this person who was supposed to come. We had to cover this person's class. We had to do a lot of cover classes and not even have time to prepare our own lessons, So we were very busy. And, I was explaining to him, I said, well, you guys ought to be doing something about this. because we can't go on like this. And, after having a few words, I just went back to my office, because I didn't feel like going home. So I was just too frustrated. And I reached out at the sky, and I cursed the sky and I said, you know, damn it, if you're real, you better show me you're real. And I got a call on my Skype. I think an hour later, I got a call on my Skype. And it was from one of the places I applied to, because seeing as though I was going through dealing with this crazy woman, I had to look for other jobs. So fortunately for me, it was a job in Mongolia. So then after that, I think like 3 hours later, I got a call back saying, "You're hired. We want you." So in that instance, during my the pain I was feeling and the frustration, it let me know that the Almighty One was listening to me. Decided to try to get closer with God again. I wish. No, I'm not a pastor. Still just a student of life. Of course. Here I do go to service, and I mostly what I was doing was I was practicing uh, a religion called Rastafarianism, and it was basically it started off as a Pan African religion, but it was it made me feel basically it was I don't know if you know about Rastafarianism. It's how can I explain it? It's an Abrahamic faith, like Christianity, like Judaism, like Islam, right? So and I mean anybody can be Rastafarian, right? It's basically I mean it's a religion that practices vegan and vegetarianism. Um, and so far, I've been vegetarian for about almost 2 years now. Basically, I've since I've been doing that, I've noticed my life has been better, and my experience here in Mongolia has also been better. And my experience overall in Asia has been better since I came to Mongolia, because it felt normal to be here. I mean, yeah, of course, do I get some people who are surprised to see that I'm Black? Yeah, but but they don't make a big deal about it. And it's mostly because I'm in the capital city too. So I'm in the capital city. I don't know if you saw one of my videos, but I did a video about Ulaanbaatar. I'm going to be doing more videos to show what it's like here in Ulaanbaatar. Yeah, it's a short video. I think it's like 7 or 9 minutes. You guys can find me on YouTube, Ras Tien, Rastien, and you can find me on Instagram, Ras_Tien.